Welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Matt.
And I'm Kiki.
And today we have part 3 of our 3-part dialogues called Hurts to the Body. And today we're again talking about injuries and ways that you get hurt. So Kiki, you do race car driving, so it's a very dangerous sport. Do you ever get injured doing that?
Usually if you take the proper safety precautions, you're pretty safe when you're racing, but accidents do happen. I have injuries all over my body just from years of racing, but also from years of doing sports. I mean, I've been playing basketball since I was 10 years old, and I remember I have lots of injuries from that, but one injury in particular was my wrist. I had a hairline fracture. Someone pushed me and then they landed on me.
Oh.
And that girl was also a lot bigger than me too.
Okay.
But the thing is, years later, I was racing and somebody hit me from behind.
Again,
and I was holding the steering wheel and it had this hard impact. And so basically my right wrist it hurts, especially during the winter time.
Really? Okay, so you still have pain from this injury from both basketball and driving.
Yeah. And Matt, you're also a very active athlete. What is your latest injury?
Okay, my most recent injury was to my head. So I was playing football and I had the ball, and then someone hit me from I think from behind, kind of from the side, and I'm not sure what part of the body, but it hit my head and knocked me down so that my head hit the ground. And I believe I had a concussion, which is when you hit your head very hard. And when I stood up, the colors were not the colors they're supposed to be.
What?
There was a lot of blue, but I was okay. I was fine. I'm fine now.
What color am I?
Your regular Kiki color.
Okay, good. Okay, well, let's talk about the last part of our dialogue and find out what other types of injuries we can learn about.
Nadine and Cameron are cleaning the classroom.
Ouch! I keep hitting the bump on my leg.
You should be more careful. It might turn into a bruise.
I'm not doing it on purpose. I just want to finish my work.
Okay, I'm only trying to help. Oh, that really hurt. I just got a cut.
Welcome to part 3 of our article, Hurts to the Body. We've been talking a lot about different types of injuries or different types of insect bites. Today we are going to learn more from Nadine and Cameron.
All right, so Nadine and Cameron are cleaning the classroom. All right, a bit of I don't expect people to get injured while cleaning the classroom. It shouldn't be too dangerous, but I guess something will happen while cleaning here. So we've got Nadine and Cameron, and I will read what Cameron says, and Kiki will read what Nadine says.
Okay, so Nadine starts off by saying, ouch! I keep hitting the bump on my leg. Okay, so she clearly has a previous injury. Okay, so she has a bump on her leg. When you hit your body on something hard, sometimes it causes your body to swell up, causing a bump. Now the bump might bruise, or it might just be swollen, and if you touch it again, it will hurt. So she keeps on hitting her bump. Here we also have the verb hit. To hit something is if you use your hand or some sort of tool to come into contact with something else or someone else using force or speed. So in this case, she has a bump on her leg. Maybe she's wiping down a table and she needs to reach forward and it keeps bumping her little bump.
She keeps, hitting her bump.
Yeah, hitting her bump.
On the table. All right, let's go to Tina now.
Hello, I'm Tina. 我们来看一下刚刚对话里提到的单字跟文法重点。首先来看看单字的部分。Hit， 动词碰撞，它的三态是 hit, hit, hit。Jake hit his head on the door. Jake 的头撞到门了。我们再来看一下文法重点。刚刚对话提到了 keep 加上 VING， 一直不停做某事。Keep 指的是持续，它的三态是 keep, kept, kept。我们来看看这个例句。Lily kept asking questions in class. Lily 一直在课堂上问问题。接着我们回到课文当中。
Getting back to our dialogue, Cameron says to Nadine, "You should be more careful. It might turn into a bruise." So right now she just has a bump, but if she keeps hitting that bump, it might turn into a bruise. And a bruise is when there is some blood under the skin that, makes the skin change color to usually a purple color or even a yellow color sometimes. That's a bruise.
I get a lot of bruises. Okay, well, Nadine says, I'm not doing it on purpose. I just want to finish my work.
So she is not hitting her bump on purpose. Of course, why would she do that? It hurts. So to say something is on purpose, we mean intentionally, or that someone meant to do that. It was what they wanted to do. So of course, Nadine doesn't want to have more pain. She doesn't want to hit her bump on the table, but if she's doing it by accident or not on purpose. Let's go to Tina now.
我们来看一下刚刚对话里提到的文法。Turn into 转变变成 ，turn 是成为的意思。我们来看看这个例句。The caterpillar turned into a butterfly after a few weeks. 毛毛虫几周后变成了蝴蝶。Caterpillar 指的就是毛毛虫。On purpose 故意的，这是一个副词片语。Purpose 表示意图、目的。我们来看看这个例句。Tom spilled the juice on purpose. Tom 故意把果汁洒出来。接着我们回到课文当中。
Cameron responds to Nadine by saying, "Okay, I'm only trying to help." Oh, that really hurt. I just got a cut. So while they are talking here, they are also cleaning at the same time, and Cameron has gotten a cut. So he has cut himself on something while cleaning. Now, a cut means when you have something that breaks your skin, usually by something sharp. So a cut means that there will be some blood, usually because it's deep enough to have some blood. It's not just a scratch or a scrape, which we mentioned earlier, which don't really go deep into the skin. But a cut, there's going to be blood, and something sharp has cut his skin. All right, let's go to the second part of our dialogue, and we'll be right back.
Here, let me see. That's not a cut. You got a splinter in your finger.
It's probably from the broom. Can you get the splinter out?
Sure, I just need a pin.
I have one in my desk.
Welcome back. Before the break, Nadine and Cameron were cleaning the classroom. And Nadine had a bump on her leg, but she kept hitting it on things while they were cleaning, and that really hurts. At the same time, Cameron was, trying to help her to not get hurt more, but he has now hurt himself. He said he just got a cut.
Okay, well, let's find out what really happened. Nadine says, "Here, let me see." That's not a cut. you got a splinter in your finger. Okay, that's a big difference. But sometimes if you get a splinter, it can feel like a small cut, yeah?
Splinters can really hurt.
Yeah.
So a splinter is when you get a small piece of wood stuck under your skin or into your skin. And those can be very painful. It usually happens on your fingers, I find, and those hurt a lot.
That's true. You don't really get a splinter anywhere.
Not often, because you're not
Yeah.
usually rubbing against something.
And it can be really annoying because sometimes when it's on your finger, it's so small, sometimes you can't really see it. Okay, so the finger is a part of your hand. It's the long, thin parts of your hand, and they are able to bend, and you can hold things with them. You can move them. Okay, but usually we'll call this your thumb. So you're really, when you talk about a finger, usually it's, the other parts of, your hand, the thin parts of your hand.
That's right. Okay, now Cameron says it's probably from the broom. Can you get the splinter out? Okay, so Cameron has said it's probably from the broom, and I guess if he's sweeping it must be. So this word probably is an adverb, and probably means most likely or most probable. So with the highest percentage that something has happened. So he means he knows that it was most likely the broom that caused this injury. Or in Chinese you could say 大概. So it's probably the broom.
Okay.
All right, let's go to Tina.
我们来看一下刚刚对话里提到的单字 finger 名词手指 Jenny hurt her finger while playing outside. Jenny 在外面玩时伤到手指 probably 副词可能的 It will probably rain this afternoon. 今天下午很可能会下雨。接着我们回到课文当中
Okay, so Nadine says, sure, I just need a pin. So she's going to help Cameron with the splinter. She's going to try to get the little piece of wood stuck in his finger. She's going to try to get it out for him. Now she says she needs to use a pin. What a pin is a small metal, long, thin object, and it's usually pointy on one end, but it's different from a needle because on the other end there's a little ball where you can hold the pin. So you will use a pin to pin your fabric or pin something in temporarily. So it's something that you can pull in and out very easily. So I don't know how she's going to use a pin to get the splinter out. Usually I would use tweezers.
Yeah, I think you can use a pin sort of to help to push out the splinter.
Okay.
Maybe. I haven't tried that method, but maybe. All right, let's go to Tina now.
我们来看一下刚刚对话里提到的单字 pin 名词图钉大头针 Joe used a pin to hang the photo on the wall. Joe 用图钉把照片钉在墙上。接着我们回到课文当中
All right, so Cameron now is responding to what Nadine just said, which is that she needs a pin. So Cameron says, I have one in my desk. All right, so he has a pin. So now Nadine can hopefully help him get that splinter out, and he will be healed from his injury.
Okay, well, we have definitely talked a lot about injuries the last couple days. And now you know how to use these different types of words to help you describe when you get hurt. And you will be able to communicate better with the different types of words describing injuries.
Yeah, not just saying like, I got hurt or this hurts, but you can actually say what exactly kind of injury you have. Do you have a scratch or a scrape or a cut? or a sprain even.
That's right. So you will be able to describe things like bruises. I mentioned just now that I get a lot of bruises. Sometimes I would just come home and notice a new bruise, and I don't even know how I got it.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I hope that, you don't get any more bruises, and I hope that nobody out there is getting injured too often. So hopefully you don't have to use these words, but in case you do, now you know. Let's review the dialogue again, and we will see you next time.
Nadine and Cameron are cleaning the classroom.
Ouch! I keep hitting the bump on my leg.
You should be more careful. It might turn into a bruise.
I'm not doing it on purpose. I just want to finish my work.
Okay, I'm only trying to help. Oh, that really hurt. I just got a cut.
Here, let me see. That's not a cut. You got a splinter in your finger.
It's probably from the broom. Can you get the splinter out?
Sure. I just need a pin.
I have one in my desk.
我们来复习一下这一课的重点单字跟文法。单字的部分 ，hit 动词碰撞 ，finger 名词手指 ，probably 副词可能的 ，pin 名词图钉大头针。接着我们来看文法的部分 ，keep 加上 VING 一直不停做某事 ，Eric keeps making the same mistake。Eric 不停犯相同的错误。Turn into 转变变成 The ice quickly turned into water 那个冰块很快就化成水了 On purpose 故意的 That person blocked my way on purpose 那个人故意挡住我的路以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法那我们下一课再见咯拜拜
Hey Shane, how's the project going? The one that you were really worried about.
Oh, actually it's doing really well. It's starting to bear fruit over the last few days.
Bear fruit? Is your project about fruit now?
No. It's just a phrase just meaning it starts to show results or starting to pay off.
Oh, I got it. That's good to hear. If things keep going like this, I bet you'll see even more progress.
Yeah, I'm thinking with some more nurturing, I think the results are really going to start to blossom.
That's wonderful to hear. Cheers to that. Hello, everyone. Today we're going to discuss the phrase bear fruit.
That's right. While it can literally refer to a tree or plant producing fruit, it's more commonly used as a metaphor.
Exactly. To bear fruit means to yield positive results or be fruitful in an endeavor.
It's often used to acknowledge the time and effort that goes into successful results.
For example, you could say, all the long nights and hard work finally bore fruit, and the company landed its biggest client.
Or, years of research finally bore fruit when the scientists made a breakthrough discovery.
Just like with trees, it takes time for your efforts to bear fruit. So don't be discouraged if you don't see immediate results.
And that's all the time we have for today. May all your hard work bear fruit.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.